Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Anna is alive. We've all seen her stories. How are you feeling? Don't breathe on me too close, though. I don't want to.
I am alive, thank goodness. Oh my God, I was so sick.
I remember I had a phone call with you, and literally I was like, geez, can you catch this through the phone?
Because I was
Non-stop
coughing out my lungs.
Yeah.
So for anyone who hasn't been following my social media, I had para-influenza. Never heard of it before in my life. Have you?
No, not until you told me. No.
Yeah, I was like, they told me what I had, and I was like, what? I genuinely thought I had COVID.
Yeah.
But it was way worse than COVID.
Really?
Yeah, like
Jeez, in what way?
way worse.
Well, this was more a wet cough, wasn't it? Because you said it was going to turn, like on your lungs.
It was on my lungs, yeah.
Like bronchitis.
The doctor thought I had pneumonia. Like I ended up going for a chest x-ray. But yeah, it turns out it was just a bad case of para-influenza. Do you know what was weird though? Is like, you know, with social media, it's so great because everyone like kind of gives you like their 2 cents and kind of shares with you like their experiences. But then when I actually told people I had para-influenza, so many people were terrifying me. They were like, I ended up in hospital for like 2 weeks. It was fucked.
To
like,
just tell you, Anna print screened one of them and sent it to me. And that was, she was like stressing, and I was like, wow, that sounds hectic. What was it? She said that she'd. Oh, there she is. Coughing.
Still, I have the residual cough, so excuse the cough that's going to come through.
Come through the mic. You guys cannot catch it, don't worry. I'm the one who's going to catch it.
Matt's worried. I actually really need to cough really badly.
Just cough then. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm feeling so much better, thank God. The only thing that I'm left with is my whole neck and shoulders and my abs. Like I've pulled basically every single muscle in my body from coughing so much.
You were telling me this before. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm like, I've been going to the physio. Literally, Michael has been massaging me flat out. I'm just so tired. It's not good.
That's what fiancés are for.
Yeah.
Not anything that's not their best for. So are you feeling like you're 100% this week? You're going to attack it then 100%?
Yeah. Like I'm in slay mode as of today. Like I'm on like healthy eating. We're in, I don't want to say the suburb.
So saying my parents.
Yeah, so we went to my parents' house actually because we're looking after their dog. We're dog sitting.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole new thing because Michael is now, he's never had a dog and he is obsessed with Alfie, who's a little groodle. He's very cute.
When you put that story up, I actually showed Jen and I said it's the same as me with Mocha. Like I never grew up with a dog.
Yeah.
And now I'm just obsessed with like my girlfriend's family's dog.
Yeah, like we were literally sitting in bed last night, like looking up dogs that we could buy.
Really?
Yeah, because that's how obsessed Michael is.
What
but
breed? The same breed?
Like maybe like a big groodle or a golden retriever. They're just such cute dogs. I feel like that's like...
Can't talk you into a dachshund?
No. I don't know. I don't get the sausage thing. Like I totally respect that you're obsessed with sausage dogs, but I don't know. They just look like stretched out little...
Look into this face. How can you...
I don't think it's like...
Oh, yeah, no, I know. Everyone
I'm not gonna get into a debate whether I think dachshunds are cute or not. I know you do, so I'm gonna leave you with that.
Because I will argue that one.
You'll argue it to the death. But yeah, no. So we're at my parents' house until I think like Wednesday, and you know what? It's been really good because I was stuck in my apartment sick for like 10 days straight. Like didn't leave the house.
Yeah.
And then we've gone Bayside, and we're like, you know. I mean, we're close to the beach, but yeah, so we've gone to my parents' house and it's just so good. Like, I know they say, what's the quote or this saying? They say a change is as good as a holiday. Oh, and nice. It really is. And I guess that's my recommendation this week is if you...
I reckon keep the coughs in.
Yeah, fuck, don't keep the coughs in.
I reckon do. It's funny.
I feel like if you are kind of like craving a change, what am I saying? I can't even talk today.
No, just keep going.
If you're feeling like you need like a bit of a break in your routine, a change is so good. Because I mean, I was talking to you before about how this time last year, I'd been in Thailand for the whole month of January, basically, because we got stuck there. I'd already been to the UK to see family. I'd been to Dubai by this time. And like this year, it was a busy year. And this year I haven't traveled at all. And then on top of that, being stuck in the house, sick, And I know a lot of people are getting sick at the moment. I think it is really going around. My advice is just to have a bit of a change, even if that means like, I don't know.
Staycation maybe?
A staycation.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Tegan, I saw she went camping up in the high mountains
Cool.
and it looked beautiful. Like, look, I'm
Did
not a
you-
camping
Yeah, I
type
was
of
about to say,
gal.
did you rough camp it or like van? I'd love to actually get a van and drive around in a van. Like have fun with that,
Yeah.
being, stay at different beaches.
So
or, like,
nice.
out in like the bush area. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? A nice cool area and wake up. How nice would that be?
The thing is I feel like you need a camping person to take you because we've both never camped before.
I would-
And like Michael's never camped. I don't know if Jen's camped
No,
before.
no.
Yeah, like none of us have camped before. So we need someone who's like been round a couple of times,
A
knows
tour
where to
guide,
go.
not where the bears are.
You know the equipment that you need.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't just randomly go camping. I would have absolutely no idea. But the thought of doing it in a beautiful location, like it doesn't sound like the worst idea.
Yeah, I would just love to go camping. Like, what do you mean? Like, wait, tent? Actually, not glamping, like in an actual tent. Okay, you've lost me.
I can't even laugh without coughing anymore because it's just like so triggering. But
Can't even. No, you've lost me there. I don't know
yeah,
if I'd
nah,
go to a
yeah,
tent.
I can't see doing anything except glamping. I mean, I can't really see myself doing anything except glamping.
No, I couldn't see either of us doing that. So maybe if someone wants to take us actual camping, we might think about it, but I don't think we're going to do it.
I think we should do it. I think that could be like a nice thing to do.
You reckon you could wake up in a tent? in a
Maybe for
sleeping
one
bag,
night.
On the ground, get up, crack at dawn.
Oh, it would probably cost me like $1,000 with all of the shit I'd have to buy to make myself feel comfortable.
literally.
I need like a thick mattress. I need a sleeping bag. I don't have any of this
And I'm
stuff.
picturing like if we go like walking while camping, Michael's going to be carrying it all. And you're just going to
So
be...
you'll be probably carrying it all too.
Literally, yeah, I'll be carrying it in Michael.
Oh well, you're into the gym at the moment. It's a couple of extra weights.
There you go, yeah. Well, that was literally
Silver lining.
when I thought about going to gym again in England and I was going to get back into it, I said to my sisters, I'm going to fill a rucksack up of clothes and just walk around. And they said, why don't you just run? I was like,
And you're like, yeah.
it seems too hard.
Jesus.
Well, it's funny that that's your recommendation because what I've literally just done is I went away on a holiday. So I went up to...
You did.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was amazing. So Jen's family friend has a house right on Palm Beach. So you literally walk out the back door, out the back gate, and you're on the beach.
It looked beautiful.
Amazing. Yeah, it was honestly amazing. I was umming and ahhing about going up because I was so busy with work that week and we had things on. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just bought a last second ticket and I went up. And I'm really grateful I did because I had a really fun time. I went to Movie World.
I saw that. How was that?
Well, apart from the Scooby-Doo ride being closed, it's, anyone out there, just to let you know, it's closed for another year. So
Don't hold your breath.
don't hold your breath. They're revamping it. So when it opens, it will be amazing. But like everyone loves the Scooby-Doo ride. That's the best
Yeah.
bit. So we just smashed the Wild West ride, I reckon, about like 6 times.
What was it? The
Wild West one, you know, the log one, and you go
Oh,
down
yeah,
and the
yeah.
water splashes everywhere. Didn't even look at like the other ones. I hate roller coasters.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought you would have loved them. That's so interesting.
I hate not being in control.
Okay.
So like, you know, I'm a little bit, you know me, like I like to control things around me. Not being in control of like what I'm doing just scares the fuck out
I
of
thought
me.
you would have loved the thrill of it though.
Yeah, well, the ones that I did, I love the thrill of
Yeah.
it. Like the ones, I reckon I could do it if I was offered a bit of money. Like, say they said like $200 go on that ride, I'd be like, yeah. Done.
Nah, no one is getting offered $200 to go on a ride. That is so far-fetched.
But you know what I mean? If someone did that, I would.
So basically, you definitely don't want to go on unless you're getting paid to do it. Yeah, so he doesn't like rides.
And then we just hung out the rest of the time. Really relaxing. Went to Rick Shaw's. Amazing there. Have you been there?
No, I've never even heard of it. What is it?
It's this restaurant right on like the beach of Burleigh. And it's
Asian fusion.
Yeah, Asian fusion.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, they always are. And it's underneath the Burleigh pub.
Nice.
That was amazing. And just it was nice to get away. So like you said, I got itchy feet and I was like, I want to go away. Like I need to. So that was really fun. But I had to come back in time for the Super Bowl. So that's why I've
he's got his Super Bowl top on.
got Tom Brady, the GOAT. Thank you, Jen. Bought this for me for Christmas.
Beautiful.
I'm ready to rock it today. All the boys, straight from here, straight to the pub.
Oh my god.
I actually didn't place in the fantasy league. I made playoffs, but so I've got a couple of drinking punishments coming my way. So it should be fun.
You're gonna be absolutely lit off your tits by the end of the day.
Well, drinking package starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah, so I'm getting there at 9:30.
Oh
Starts at 10
my
a.m.
God.
So it'll be
So
a
Matt made me get up at 5:30 this morning to do this podcast.
What was my last?
I mean, technically I did cancel for the first time because I was sick last week. So
Yeah.
that was the first time we weren't in the studio.
Yes, yeah. So because you were sick, and then I was stressing because I was like, well, I'm got a ticket to go away. When are we going to record this? But here we are.
Here we are, bright and early.
So we've got a theme today of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day. What have you got planned this year?
Do you know what? I actually have nothing planned. I'm going to do some planning when I leave the studio. Michael, so it's actually our 1 year and a half anniversary.
Falls on the day.
Falls on the
right.
17th.
17th, the same as
So
mine.
yeah. So on Friday. Oh, is it Friday? Thursday, Friday? Anyway, Michael's planned something special on Friday. So he's asked me to leave it free. And I'm assuming we're celebrating Valentine's Day and our 1.5 year anniversary.
That's
then
cool.
crazy that we've only been together for a year and a half.
I literally was just thinking that. I was yeah, well, I've got your cough.
Yeah. It still blows my mind. Like, that's so early in a relationship.
It's, yeah, like, think about a baby at a 1.5-year-old. They're young. Like, if you're thinking about, like, developing
A
as human,
child.
yeah, they're young.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what's weird as well is like, you get worried like once you've been together for a little bit that like you're going to lose the spark or the honeymoon phase is going to be over.
Yeah.
I had like a freak out because I was sick. I was just not horny at all. Like I was so ill. Like I think we like tried to have sex and like halfway through I was just like,
You're just coughing heaps.
I was coughing. I wasn't feeling it. I was like, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God. Is the honeymoon phase over? Like, I'm so stressed out.
Well, now that you're feeling better, have you had sex?
Yeah. But like, I'm still not like back to full levels of like.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, to be fair. Like, maybe you just. Well, before you got sick, were you not as horny?
No, before I got sick, we were loving life. But then I got sick.
Well, it could take something as minuscule, well, not minuscule, but as like this, that you're sick, and then. Do you know what I mean? Then you just don't have sex and it becomes sort of like a thing. You know what I mean?
It's not that we haven't been having sex, but it's just like, when you're just like not as like up and about.
Okay, do you have a tight little number for Michael for Valentine's Day?
Maybe I should get one.
Maybe you should. Go.
Actually, no, I do have some from Love Honey.
Okay.
Remember?
There you
from
go.
the shoot. So
From the
maybe I
shoot.
could put some of like the shoot lingerie back on.
Spice it up a little bit.
I have been trying to spice it up though. It's not that I haven't been trying. It's just that like I think my immune system's still really low. So I'm not like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, I know what
Like
you're
I'm
trying to
not
say.
like
You're not. Your body's focusing more on healing than being horny.
essentially yes.
Lucky for me, it doesn't worry about healing. It's just all horny.
God. Try getting para-influenza and then see how you're feeling.
I reckon I'll probably
Maybe
get it by the end of today, sitting across here from you.
Maybe you could use a bit of it, just like tone you down a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Off my horniest flavour come that. Well, that's all right. So maybe you just chuck a tight little number on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You guys have a nice... Do you have any idea what he's doing, surely?
I don't know. Like, I'm assuming it's just like dinner plans on Friday.
Okay.
But like, I do want to do something nice for him. Like, he's always thoughtful. So I think...
Oh, that triggers me. That's my alarm.
I do want to do something nice for him because obviously he's always super thoughtful.
Well, I've taken the reins this Valentine's Day.
Have you?
Yeah, so I'll
Share.
get into why last year was a bit shit of Valentine's Day, but this year...
Oh my God, I remember this.
Yeah, so I'll tell that, but I'll focus on this year first. I'll start with the dessert. This year...
Start with the dessert.
Then I'll get to the
Okay.
veggies.
Okay, go on.
This year, I've taken the reins, so tomorrow night I'm going to get us, Jen and I, some dinner and a nice bottle of champagne, and we have our spot. You know our spot.
Is it in Faulkner Park?
No, no. I can see why you think that, but it's...
Isn't that where you asked her out?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, we found a better place. Well, not better. Like, early on in our relationship, we were like, during COVID, we were like, all right, let's go on a date. Let's take each other on a date. So we had limited places. I took her to one spot at this golf park. It sucked. And then she took me to this...
It was a fail.
It was a fail. And then she took me to this lookout I don't really want to tell people, so they go there because it's pretty like.
It's your Valentine's Day slot. You don't want it to be oversaturated.
Oversaturated. But we went there for New Year's, and it overlooks the city on the beach, and there's like rocks. It's really nice.
Beautiful.
So I'm just gonna get a pizza, a nice bottle of champagne, and we'll sit there. I've already got
a Love Heart pizza. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't seen that.
Some pizza places are doing like Love Heart pizzas, which I feel like is extra cute.
Yeah, I might have to find one that does that then.
You
Maybe I'll make my own.
have a pizza, my heart.
Very cute. That's very cute. That's I'm gonna steal. And then I've bought her obviously a book because we get each other books for every celebration we have, gifts.
Yeah.
So that would be nice. Last year, unfortunately, we didn't get to spend we didn't get to spend Valentine's Day together. So
yes.
Super Bowl Day coincidentally landed on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
But that's not the reason we didn't hang out.
I'm actually shocked that you're telling this story because last year we were going to tell this and you were like, I can't tell it. Like, I'm not for legal reasons. I cannot tell the podcast what happened.
Which killed me because it was actually like, to me, it's a funny story and pretty entertaining.
Funny, but also stressful.
Very stressful and very sad. So Super Bowl Day was on Valentine's Day. So if this hadn't have happened, I would probably wouldn't have spent Valentine's Day together anyway, like Super Bowl. We understood that.
You always put Super Bowl before Valentine's Day, basically. Being the real boy's boy that you are.
Well, it's Christmas for me.
See, ladies, he's not. He's not. There are some downfalls. There are some
downfalls of dating me. Super Bowl comes first.
Super Bowl does come first, but you always make an effort to do other things.
So we spent the Friday and Saturday night. We went out for nice dinners last year. I made up for it. So
well, you have to.
I did have to. Yeah. So what happened was, I'll tell from the start. Early on of dating Jen, we were driving. It was during lockdown. We had nothing to do. We drove to the local bottle shop on Chapel Street. I did a parallel park. Don't know. The guy tutored me. He said that I hit him. We agreed that I didn't hit him. We went
Who agreed that you didn't hit him?
We both did. We shook hands. I said I didn't touch his car. We went our separate ways, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forget.
Yeah, I didn't have insurance at the time, which is so fucking dumb. And this is a lesson. This is my recommendation, actually.
Get car insurance.
Always have car insurance. I didn't have it because I was driving my ex's car before that. Then we were in lockdown, and last episode, I'm so done with my funds. I didn't even realize that like my car insurance wasn't coming out of my. So a couple of weeks passed, then panel beater calls me. He says I owe him $13,000. Someone's car that I hit is damaged. I was like, mate, this is a prank call. Hung up, ignored it. Later on, I got summoned to court.
So you guys had exchanged details. He had your name.
We didn't exchange details.
How did he know your number?
So I think he might have taken a photo of my number plate.
Right.
And I think that panel beaters or something, they have a ability to search it, I think, on like some website.
Oh, okay. So they found your details.
So they found my details. Then I got like subpoenaed or served, whatever it is, got summoned to the magistrate's court on the 14th of February.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to briefly tell a story. I'm not going to go into too much details. So
for legal purposes.
And just I don't want to like if I told this story long, it would go for ages. But then I got some legal advice not to get a lawyer, which was
stupid.
In hindsight, very dumb. It was at the magistrate's court. So the 14th of Feb last year, we go to court.
Me
and the guy and his lawyer. And he had a lawyer. He had witnesses, like people that like.
How would he have witnesses?
People that had assessed the car, the panel beater that fixed it. I reckon it was just one big scam. Okay. Yeah, long story short, I actually had to cross-examine him and his witnesses. It was fucking so full on.
You cross-examine someone in a courtroom. Yeah. Are you okay? Like,
no.
This story, like, it just blows my mind. Like, okay, so let's just fast forward from my perspective. Matt's going to court in 3 months' time. And I'm like, you need to get a lawyer. You're going to court. And he's like, no. Like, I've been told I don't need a lawyer. Basically, Matt was like, I know I didn't hit this guy. So, like, if I was getting a lawyer, it makes me look like I'm trying to protect myself, that like I'm guilty. Like, I'm just going to go in by myself because nothing happened. Meanwhile, this guy's lawyered up. He's got all of these people ready to go and he's suing Matt for all of this money, and Matt's rolling in trying to fucking cross-examine someone when he's never taken a legal class in his life.
Yeah, so I had to cross-examine him. It was so bad. I had no questions. I had nothing. I ended up asking him, did I hit you? And he said yes. And I remember just like turning around and being like, I can't deal with fucking liars. And then like walked back to my
You
seat.
said I can't deal with fucking liars. Oh my God. Was the judge like, are you
The
okay?
judge was okay. I think he realised that like I didn't understand the severity of the situation.
How much did he sue you for?
13 and a bit worth of damage and then 6,000 for his lawyer fees. So it came to like 20k.
I'm glad you can laugh about it now because that
Yeah.
was a dark day.
It was fucking brutal.
So what happened?
Well, I obviously lost. I could have like appealed it, and I was just like, I don't want to go through that all again. So I just was like, fuck it, I'll just pay. So I paid him and just got it out of my life.
But you didn't hit this guy.
I know. Well, the judge said that I did. So.
That is crazy, man.
Well, why one bit of evidence was how did I do 13k worth of damage and there's to his car but nothing to mine?
I mean, you probably, yeah.
Like, how does my car not have a scratch? And his has.
I remember you called me and you were like, this guy thinks I hit him. And I definitely didn't. Jen was in the car.
Yeah, so how do you go parallel parking at like 5 kilometers an hour and do 13 like on to like his
What type of car did he have?
a Jeep? They're indestructible.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Next minute.
Next minute.
He reckons a tap, some 13k.
So that was my Valentine's Day horror story. I obviously like lost the court case, cried for a little bit, then realised the boys were still out. Put on my jersey, went out and just
got shit faced.
Yeah, got shit faced with the boys. I mean, I paid the money. I've saved back up what I spent, and like just on and up. It's annoying. I would have had double what I've got now. You know what I mean? Like, well, more than what I've got now. You know what I mean? It's just annoying.
I felt really bad for you. It was not good.
Well, it's not good. No, it is what it is. Though you learn. So that's my recommendation. Always have car insurance.
Fuck. Do you reckon that guy like looked you up, maybe like recognized you, saw that you'd been on TV and thought like you were rich?
I reckon.
Little did he know.
Little did he know.
We were in the negatives.
And it all happened around the same time. It's so like, it was a bad time. It was a bad time.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Hopefully none of the Where's Your Head At fam have to go through this after this recommendation. Check your car insurance. Make sure it's still coming out.
That's what I've said to everyone in my family as well. I'm like, there's two things I learned. Lawyer up and always have car insurance. Two things that I've always... And look, to be fair, it was on my fault. I didn't have car insurance. I was fucking silly. I was driving my ex's car for ages. Broke up with her maybe 3 months or 4 months. Didn't even think about it because I wasn't driving anywhere. My car was sitting on the driveway.
You're in lockdown.
Yeah, where was I driving to? Like this, just didn't think about it.
Lucky I don't have a car and I don't have to think about this. Can you believe I still don't have a car as well?
Yeah, that's wild.
Well, like Michael and I live together now and he has a car and like we just share the car. We only have one spot anyway.
I couldn't do that. Jen and I, because Jen wants to sell hers and I was like,
hell no.
Well, I have a work car and my car, so
technically you could definitely do it.
I could definitely do it, yeah. But
I just feel like when you live in the city, there's really no need for it. Like if we moved out into the suburbs.
Have you caught public transport at all?
No. But like if I'm going anywhere that I need to, I get an Uber. It's like $15.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Or anywhere basically. And then if I need the car during the day, I'll just drive Michael to work. Yeah. And then pick him up. It's so easy. Well, yeah. And save so much money.
I was about to say, yeah. Well, in car insurance is what, $1,000 a year?
Yeah, I don't know.
Compared to $20,000. Like, that's what kills me.
Just to
think that I just fucking just slipped my mind. I mean, like I said from when it happened, like 2 days after I was over it, I was like, fuck it, it's a funny story to tell at round tables for the rest of my life. Like a life lesson I learned.
I'm glad you think it's funny because if I had to pay $20K to repair someone's car that I didn't hit, I wouldn't be finding it funny.
I literally just transferred it through BSB and it was fucking heartbreaking. My whole savings.
Oh my God, Matt. I feel bad. I feel so bad for you. Hopefully everyone else feels as bad as I do for you and you can get some sympathy for what you went through. But I mean, I feel like this guy is just like a criminal. He's a crook.
Oh, I had a scam written all over it.
Yeah. He saw his opportunity. He saw his opportunity and he pounced.
He pounced. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, you can't say too much.
I can't say too much. I have my opinion on it.
What was I going to say to you? I told you that my rent went up $500 a month.
It went up 500 or it went up to 500?
No, so I was already paying what I was paying and it's gone up an additional 500.
That's extortion. That's extortion.
So it's like gone up like 25% or something crazy. 30%. It's nuts. Like it's
That's not
so
even,
insane.
That's got to be illegal.
I think they can do it because I was in a yearly contract, but then after that, it just automatically goes month to month. And when you're month to month and not like locked in, they can put it up.
Why? Because they want to get rid of you?
No, just because of all of the, you know, what's it called? The
inflation.
Yeah. Inflation, everything's going up. So yeah, so our rent's gone up. So now, since we've been living at my parents' house, having a little bit of a sea change for the past few days and all weekend, me and Michael are kind of like, could we live in the suburbs? Do we think that this is a vibe?
Could you?
I actually think I could.
I could move back out as well.
Yeah. Like I actually kind of like it. I like being in like walking distance to some nice local shops.
It is cool being off Chapel Street, both of us. So.
I'm really off Chapel Street. I hate to say, anyone who's listening from Melbourne, Chapel Street used to be like the go-to place. And I just feel like it's just a bit gross.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like going out on Chapel Street. But coincidentally, everything always finishes on or ends up on Chapel Street.
Yeah.
So it is good to get home that way.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm just like...
I could see you living back in the burbs. You've got the ring now. You're looking at a dog, a house in the burbs.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like... I don't really like...
Marina.
Fuck off.
It's all falling into place.
No, I don't want to have a baby before the wedding. I think people think that I've taken out my marina because I want to like... You
don't want to have the dress refitted.
I definitely don't want to have the dress refitted. No way. I'm going to say this. I'm going to jinx myself. Anyway, let's get into the hotline.
Let's get into it. Okay, so our first caller on the hotline is Jess.
Hi, Matt and Anna. It's Jess here. I've called before, but I'll call you again for the Valentine's Day messages because I have a pretty funny little Valentine's Day fail story. Basically, I was just seeing a guy and it was pretty new. Like, we were only dating for a few weeks and then Valentine's Day hit. We'd said, like, we won't do anything for Valentine's Day because, like, it's too early and we don't know, whatever. But on the morning of Valentine's Day, I got a text from him. My name's Jess, but the text said, Happy Valentine's Day, Erica.
Erica.
So I just blocked him. I didn't bother asking what was going on, whether he forgot my name or was meant to send it to someone called Erica. But either way, no thanks.
Oh my God, that is so savage.
I couldn't block him or her. Like, I couldn't block someone straight away.
Same, I'd need to know.
I would need to know.
I'd need to know.
I'd be like, ha, wrong person. Like, I'd want to know what the fuck was going on.
I'd want to call them out.
Yeah,
definitely.
The curiosity or whatever would kill me. I'd just be like, fuck, I want to know why he did this, who it was.
Yeah, who the fuck is Erica?
Yeah, yeah, you'd be raging even if it was just a...
Yeah, I would be fuming. That's so mean. So obviously he'd said to Jess, we aren't celebrating Valentine's Day, probably because he was celebrating with Erica.
Or maybe, yeah, and then Jess was like, yeah, cool. And then Erica was like, well, no, I want to celebrate it. Have you ever been with someone, like, dating them and then Valentine's Day pops up?
Yeah, it gets a bit awkward.
Doesn't it?
Because, like, if you're newly dating someone, it's kind of this awkward thing where it's like...
Let's say not even official.
Yeah, like, not official. Maybe you've gone on, like, 3 or 4 dates and then Valentine's Day is coming up. I feel like they should still at least send you, like, a message and they should take you out on a date that night. Like, they don't need to get you anything. They could maybe give you, like, a single rose as, like, a token of, like, I like you.
But what happens if you are, like, the exclusive chat hasn't happened and you're seeing multiple people? Like, I guess, and...
Well, then that pisses me off.
I remember I was sort of seeing this girl. This was years ago. And so I was still living at mum's. And we were at the point where it was sort of like...
What are we?
What are we? And I was sort of like, I was young. I was maybe like, 21, I reckon? Not even 22, 21. And I was like, you know what? Come around, I'll cook you a barbecue. So I cooked her a barbecue. I got her like a single rose, left it on her plate and that.
Cute.
Yeah, she ended up fucking me over, but you know.
I was going to say she ended up fucking me. It was great.
Did that
too.
But yeah, she fucked me over.
Well,
To be fair, the guy she fucked me over with, she's still with.
Oh, well, see, that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Good on them.
Yeah, good on it.
No, I don't know. Like, I feel like Valentine's Day is the day of love, right? So you want someone to be like celebrating you. And if you've been seeing them for a while and they're not taking you out on a date, that's kind of a big statement. It's kind of a day of big statements. Like, a lot of people get engaged on Valentine's Day. If you're seeing someone or have been seeing someone, then you might get asked to be like officially boyfriend and girlfriend on Valentine's Day, or girlfriend and girlfriend, or whatever it is. Or you might get asked to be exclusive on Valentine's Day. Like, it's a memorable day.
Okay, our next caller is anonymous. So,
Okay.
you know, it's always
a bit of nerve-wracking.
Hey guys. Okay, so me and Matt's first Valentine's Day, which was last year, was celebrated a few days before Valentine's Day because Matt had a court case against him at the magistrate's court. I'm not going to get into detail. I'm sure Matt has filled you all in about that, but I'm not dating a criminal. He's no crim, I promise. But as Matt likes to say, the justice system let him down. So anyone who knows Matt will know he's a huge NFL supporter. He plays fantasy football with his mates. Every Monday morning I'm woken to the game on our TV at 6 a.m. in the bedroom. Super Bowl fell on Valentine's Day last year, so I'm feeling so sorry for all us girls who fell victim to this. So because his court case was on Valentine's Day and Super Bowl was on Valentine's Day, he couldn't attend Super Bowl with the boys. So it's the one day that Matt lives for besides Christmas. So I took the day off work to be his support. I had to watch him defend himself in court all day by himself without a lawyer. That's another story that I can't even get into. So in between sessions, he's watching the game, he's crying, he's an emotional wreck. He ended up losing his court case. He got sued $20,000. So after the hearing, he collapsed on our bed crying. I mean, I would too if I got sued $20,000. But I basically had to dress him in his NFL jersey, get a beer out of the fridge for him and drive him to his mates on Chapel Street. And I just remember him sitting in the passenger seat of my car wearing his jersey, holding his beer, bawling his eyes out. I felt so sorry for him. But yeah, I didn't know if he was crying because he got sued $20,000 or crying because he missed Super Bowl. But I was telling him, don't worry, babe. This time next year we'll be laughing about it. And thank God we are. So a Valentine's Day I will never forget. And I can't wait to see what he has planned for us this year.
Oh, my God, Matt.
That's funny that she told her.
Jen.
Yeah, so from her side, it sounds pretty rough, doesn't it?
It sounds absolutely terrible.
It's actually
Poor Jen, though. I feel like you kind of need to step up this year.
I do, yeah.
Like, you need to be planning a lot.
On that, though, she was meant to be my witness because she was in the car. And she was just like, nah. She got a bit scared. Like, not because she didn't want to do it for me, but she got scared because it was full cross-examining her. And I was like, look, I've lost at this point, babe. Don't worry.
Don't worry
like,
about
don't
it.
worry
I'm
about
out.
it. Don't worry about it. There's no point putting you through this because I realised I'd lost the moment I got there.
That is crazy.
Well, and to be fair, God love her. She was trying to get me to Chapel Street. She was trying to get me to Chapel Street so quickly. She actually got a speeding fine.
Did you pay it?
I think I did.
That's nice.
No, that was a different one. No, that was a different one I got in her car. But yeah, she was trying to get me there. She got a speeding fine, poor thing.
You should have paid that.
Well,
you really should have paid
on
that.
top of 20,000.
Oh yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you're down 20k, maybe
What's
not.
A speeding fine, yeah. So she was like, I remember that. Yeah. I was pretty inconsolable, and she did a very good job at
looking after
me, and I appreciate her for that. Yeah.
Oh my God, that really is a Valentine's Day that you will both never forget.
Very horror story as far as Valentine's Day stories go. Don't worry, Jen, if you're listening, you will appreciate tonight's Valentine's Day gift I've got for you.
Aww, very cute.
All right, our next one comes anonymous as well.
Brace yourself for this one. So I had only been on a few dates with this guy, and he was a musician, and he invited me to this sort of dingy pub to watch him perform, and it was just he was in an acoustic duo. So I rocked up to this pub on my own.
Oh my God.
And he was playing his set, and I thought, great, I had a couple of drinks, and then all of a sudden he announces to the pub with all of these just bogan patrons that he wanted to sing me a song in front of the pub. So in front of this entire group of people at the pub, he serenades me. Everyone stares at me and thinks, who the hell is this girl sitting on her own? And then throws confetti all over me and then hands me a bunch of roses, finishes the song, and then just moves on with his set. And I'm just sitting there covered in confetti holding roses.
Okay, I would
Covered in confetti holding roses. That is amazing.
I would love someone to serenade me. I think the me time would be amazing. I would lap that up.
Oh, you would love it.
I would lap that up. Ever since I watched Schitt's Creek when he serenades his boyfriend, I think that's amazing. Like it's in front of everyone.
So awkward though. Like maybe she's had a couple of drinks so she wouldn't be feeling as awkward. But I would hate being alone in a pub and everyone's staring at me. And like, you know when someone's like singing at you?
I've never had anyone sing at me.
Well, I have. Dated a few musicians in my time.
And what? Is it uncomfortable when they sing at you? If it was just you two one-on-one, sure, I would find that very uncomfortable. But if it was in a room and they were performing, I don't think I'd find that uncomfortable.
I mean, the confetti is a bit much. It's a very romantic gesture.
Would you go rose petals over confetti?
I mean,
A little
potato. You know what I
still,
mean?
Yeah. I think confetti's a bit, yeah.
And then, you know what? He's obviously a romantic. Musicians are very romantic people, right? And I feel like it's nice of him to make a point to make her feel special throughout his set. Like, he's invited her. He's technically at work. She's kind of just like there on Valentine's Day. It's pretty cute. It's definitely memorable.
The real question is, what song was it?
Yeah.
It'd have to be a really romantic song, like Simply the Best.
Is that the first romantic song you think
I
of?
serenaded Jen with that, like our second night or first night.
Oh my God, I'm surprised she's still with you.
That's from Schitt's Creek. That's the bit he sings that to him. Simply the best. What would you like to be serenaded with?
Like
Michael, if you're listening for this Valentine's
Michael's
Day.
actually serenaded me before because Michael plays piano, guitar. He's a musician. Michael used to be the lead singer in a band.
What song did he serenade you with?
All of You, All of Me by John Legend.
I know that one. Yeah, that's really it's a romantic. How was that? Just you two? Was it
Yeah.
romantic?
Yeah, it was really cute. We were like drunk. We'd like finished off a bottle of wine.
I'm sorry,
early
but
dating.
I find that so much more awkward than.
No, it was like really romantic, and then we just like made sweet love after, and it was just so hot.
I find that so uncomfortable. Like, where do you look? Eye contact?
Well, they're kind of like looking at the guitar playing. It's hot.
I don't know.
That's getting the ick.
Yeah, so I was singing to me like that, and it was just you two in a room.
But Michael's like a very good singer. It's not like you singing Simply the Best, like off key. Like he's like actually hitting the note. It's like it's hot.
Isn't that because
No, it's hot. I'm like, I've got my very own personalized musician in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have a feeling that Michael might do something like that at our wedding. Like maybe perform.
That's okay.
Don't laugh.
In front of a bunch of people, I find that a lot better. Like that's.
You'll be wanting a bit of eye contact throughout that. I don't know if he's doing that. I just have a feeling
That's cool.
that he might do something like that. I mean, he was like literally
The lead singer.
a lead singer in a band.
Would he sing something for you tomorrow or today for Valentine's Day?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're staying at my parents' house, so he doesn't have his guitar. But no, I don't like. He doesn't really. He did get his guitar out recently, and we were kind of like writing songs together. It was really fun.
Fun.
I was like writing down like the lyrics, and then he was like singing them into songs. It's like my personalized like musician to make songs.
Fun. That's fun. Well, yeah. I mean, as the new anonymous person called up, I would have. You would have loved it. I would have loved that. Yeah.
Imagine this girl musician, you know, and then she's like throwing confetti at you.
Maybe not the confetti.
You'd be pulling it out from your hair.
One's on my eye.
You know what? This Valentine's Day, fuck it. Like, go the extra mile for people. I think making people happy and doing like romantic things and big gestures, like, it's so nice. And if you do make it memorable, like, that's the thing about life as well. Like, I think like celebrate the small things. Like if you're in a good place with someone, like make it known. Like don't hold back those feelings.
Yeah. Because
you never know what's going to be happening next year. Maybe you're not with them. Maybe you'll regret it. So
like you said, Valentine's Day is a day for big gestures. So maybe ask that person out you won't want to go out with, maybe ask them on a date. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you really like someone, you ask them out on Valentine's Day, you're setting the tone.
Yeah. Put yourself out there. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, and everyone that's already in a relationship, just maybe go that extra mile for your partner and let them know how much you love them.
Yeah. I think you only regret things that you don't do. I think you'll never regret like putting yourself out there. And like the thing is let's just say you do put yourself out there after listening to this advice and it doesn't go the way you want it to go, then at least you know where you stand.
Exactly.
That's actually better than being like, maybe this could be something, maybe it's not.
I would hate not knowing. I'd rather know than not know.
Same. I love just ripping the Band-Aid off and just being like, okay, now we know where we stand.
Now we know where we stand, yeah.
And look, if you're having a single girls' Valentine's Day and you don't have a date, order yourself a pizza, pour yourself a nice glass of red wine, like run a bath. I had a bath actually at my parents' house.
Oh, amazing. I'd love a bath.
It was insane.
Yeah. Bubbles.
A little bit of bubbles, a little bit of, what's it called? Like the detox, like magnesium muscle relaxant.
Did you put any rose petals in there?
No, I didn't go that
Lavender
far.
body wash, lavender oil.
I don't know what type of bougie baths you're having, but no, there was no rose petals, but you know.
Well, yeah, have yourself a nice bath, relax. Maybe forget it's Valentine's Day.
Well, the thing is like Valentine's Day is about love. And if you don't have like a romantic interest to show love to, then show love to yourself. Like self-care. I remember I've had a few single Valentine's Days, a lot of single Valentine's Days actually. And there's nothing better than some self-care. Or have a Galentine's Day. Get all your single gal friends together.
Every weekend doing those stories.
So fun, right?
Fun,
Yeah.
All right, so that's all
Okay,
we've got time
guys.
for, guys. Have a sweet Valentine's Day. Look forward to hearing from you next week.
If no one's told you this, we love you. I love you. And enjoy the rest of your day.
Love you guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.